I mean, the results were astonishing, really. I had no worries that our money wasn't being spent appropriately. They really took time in those initial conversations to understand the situation we were in. I think Dark Horse just had the right vibe. My name's Sarah Carter. I'm the Chief Executive of the UK Clinical Pharmacy Association, which is a membership association for pharmacists. We primarily deliver education and training for pharmacists when they tend to be a little bit more advanced in their career. They're starting to specialise. So we had noticed for several years that membership had been fairly static. We were sort of stuck, really. We thought we were doing all the right things. We had a beautiful looking website. We had all our social media channels, but we just didn't seem to be sort of reaching outside of our membership. So we decided that we needed some help with that.
So I'm Izzy and I am Deputy Head of SEO at Dark Horse.
So we had never done this before. We hadn't had any previous marketing agencies. This was the biggest piece of marketing we had ever done in the 30 to 40 year existence of the organisation. So really we were very much starting from scratch and very much learning all the language and the terminology as we went along. We had a long list. We were looking for an agency that was in the UK and that hopefully would have had experience with a healthcare organisation or a membership association. But ultimately, really, it was down to, I think Dark Horse just had the right vibe. They were super friendly, very open. Inevitably, I was constantly saying, "What's that? What does that mean?" And they were always open to explaining all the different acronyms and language.
When we took over the account, UKCPA had seen quite a notable drop in rankings, and there were quite a few SEO fundamentals that needed our attention. So we uncovered several technical issues, such as multiple H1 tags across key pages, and they had no structured data in place. We also found that some of their most important keywords, so pharmacist training, they weren't being properly targeted on the page, meaning they were missing opportunities to reach potential members and learners through organic search.
We had internal discussions around, if you don't put enough in, you're not going to get enough out. So there's a certain kind of tipping point. And obviously for a small organisation, that kind of budget was a big percentage for us. But I think Dark Horse definitely gave us confidence in that they would spend that money appropriately. There was always a kind of timeout possibility if things weren't working. They were always saying that if things aren't working, we'll change, we'll pivot, we'll do something different. And they definitely did. They were monitoring the whole time. So I guess the fear really was just that amount of money on something we had never done before. But we were confident in Dark Horse.
I'd say that at Dark Horse we genuinely welcome scrutiny. Integrity and accountability are really important to us and how we try and work with all of our clients. So when there are questions, we always aim to answer honestly, even if it isn't necessarily nice to hear. We hope that clients can trust us to be open, and that's what I'd say sets us apart from other SEO agencies. When clients feel valued and know that they can get timely support, they're more confident in working with you. And at the end of the day, clients want to know that someone's listening and understands their needs and truly wants to help their business meet its goals.
They were very open, they were very flexible. They really took time in those initial conversations to understand the situation we were in, to understand the industry we were working within, the challenges that we were having. They were very honest about what we should do, what we shouldn't do, what should come first, what should come later, and where best to spend our budget. So we were drawn to them really for all of those reasons.
So the core of our strategy was to attract the right audience through high quality informational content. So to do this, we developed a series of targeted SEO optimized blog content, which focused on topics that were highly relevant to UKCPA's key audiences. This helped to increase organic visibility and drive qualified traffic to the site. From there, what we did was really strong internal linking to guide users towards commercially important pages, such as their membership and community pages, which helped move visitors from the awareness stage into the consideration stage by connecting the informational content with the relevant next steps. Also, we helped fix technical issues and worked on improving the commercial pages. There was a few limitations on the development side of things, which meant certain recommendations couldn't be implemented, but John and Sarah were really great at listening to our feedback.
I mean, the results were astonishing, really. Once we'd done that foundational piece of sort of cleaning up the website, that SEO and PPC work started happening, and each month we were sent a report on both work streams. And just constantly the traffic coming to the website was just sort of increasing, indicating that their work was, having an impact. So I've just got a few figures. So year on year, clicks went up by 40%. Impressions went up by over 400%. Which is great. ChatGPT mentions went up by over 400%, and we had mentions on AI overviews from 0 when we first started to 50. So and those are just a few ones that I've pulled out, but their work was fantastic. I mean, there's no disputing that what they were doing was working and having an impact. And I would have no hesitation in recommending them. The whole team, whoever we've spoken to, have been super professional, responsive, supportive, flexible, very knowledgeable, and just friendly, and just, it's a real pleasure. It's been a real pleasure working with them.
I really loved working with Sarah. She trusted us to do our work, but always made herself available if we had any questions or wanted to run anything by her. With the pharmaceutical industry being pretty complex and often requiring expert input, she was incredibly collaborative and always happy to help us better understand the topics that we were working on. She was a really great partner and made working together really easy.
I had no worries that our money wasn't being spent appropriately. They would send me those monthly reports. They would constantly monitor and make suggestions and say, actually, we're going to, this isn't working here, we're going to try it here. So absolutely had no fears that they were working in the background there.
Yeah, I think it's important to keep pushing for better results, mainly because SEO is so dynamic and constantly changing. Search engines evolve very fast and competitors improve their websites, and the way people search online changes. So if you stand still, it's very easy to lose ground. SEO needs ongoing maintenance rather than a set and forget approach. So at Dark Horse, we're always monitoring performance, spotting new opportunities and adapting our strategy based on what's happening, which might mean creating content around new topics, updating existing pages, or taking advantage of new opportunities like the AI overviews and AI search platforms. So the goal is just to make sure that we're not just protecting the results we've already achieved, but continuing to build on them as well.